So it looks like the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to part ways with Kevin Porter Jr. This is tough news for Cavs fans. Both myself and the rest of Cleveland are very upset to see the former 30th overall pick probably get released. Cavs are going to try and trade him, but I think he'll most likely get released. Now, the story with Porter is he got into it with Kobe Altman. He got into it with JB Bickerstaff after he found out his locker had been given to newcomer Taurean Prince. This is an issue because this is strike 3. Kevin Porter Jr. is on strike 3 with the Cleveland Cavaliers and the NBA community. We'll jump into the other 2 strikes here in a second. Now, Porter has not played yet this season. That leads us to strike 2. He had some gun charges. He had some marijuana possession and a rumored altercation with his sister and another woman, and none of that actually came to any legal trouble for him as far as going to jail or any of that, but the Cavaliers wanted him to get his life on track. They wanted him to step aside and take things in for what they were before he got back to playing basketball, which is what they truly wanted. Now, let's go back to Porter pre-Cleveland Cavaliers. He was a 5-star recruit in USC. 24/7 Sports ranked him as the 28th best player in the 2018 class. Porter didn't quite show up in college. 9.5 points, 1.4 assists, 4.0 rebounds. Here's the issue. He's injured here and there. He doesn't get to play in the games like he should. And just like his Cleveland numbers, you see games where he has 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, 25 points, back down to 6 points, 3 points. That's why he's not a personal favorite of mine with the Cavaliers. Now let's jump to the problem. Personal conduct issues get him suspended for 3 games with the Trojans. Nobody can say what it was. There's not much talk of what actually happened, but Porter sat out his 3 games. He could have probably skipped out and just gone straight to the draft, but he stayed, played some extra games at the end of the year, then declared for the draft. That's how he ended up falling 30th to Cleveland when he probably should have been a lottery pick at that. So really, you look at it, strike 3, the food altercation. Strike 2 was the legal trouble not long ago, and strike 1, Porter really entered the NBA with it. Now, what do I think about it? I thought Kevin Porter Jr. was a little overrated. With some exciting plays here and there, yeah, no doubt. Porter really didn't give it up much for the Cavaliers points-wise. He only had 10 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds in his 1 season. Never cracked the starting lineup. That's the biggest thing for me. Cedi Osman was not good last year. There was a lot of turmoil. There was no reason for the Cavaliers not to start Porter, and he couldn't crack it. I think that was for good reason. There was something wrong there. Kevin Porter Jr. is going to have to get his life together. He's going to have to make some decisions coming up as to what he wants to do. I hope he gets a second chance in the NBA, but it's not going to be with the Cleveland Cavaliers.